All right, so some people may know, I was recently down in Texas for a fight. I flew down there from New Hampshire to fight at my first ever pro fight, my first ever time going to WARLORD Academy down in Irving, Texas, right outside of Dallas. So I'm gonna put footage of the fight here. This is basically a video of the fight. Mostly so I can go back someday and look at it when I'm old and broken, and I can say, hey, look at the cool things I did. But also I think it's good to have more video out there of matches. How did I do in this fight? I lost. I think I held my own. I think it was a close fight. Cyrus, who I fought, did an incredible job of beating me in the grapple, maintaining control in where I struggled. And I felt like even if maybe I won a round or I didn't ever feel like I was really ahead. I felt like I was playing catch up to even, and when he was ahead, it was clear, especially I think in that second round. So good match. I've never done a pro fight before, so this is a new experience for me. A couple of things that are different than a traditional night fight or a duel. The biggest one is ground fighting. So once you get thrown to the ground, someone can climb on top of you and punch you and get points, and they get double points for that. And that definitely happened to me in the second round. I don't have much strategy for defense or offense on that, since I don't particularly do that style very much. The other thing was a weird surprise is we had to use a different sort of pro fight sword, so especially weighted sword for this type of duel match, I should say. And frankly, I hated it. I thought I was going to use my regular falchion. It's my own fault. I should have been clearing the rules. I don't blame anyone down at WARLORD on it. I could have clarified. But they're kind of like fighting with rebar or just like a badly weighted steel stick. It doesn't feel like a sword to me. So my strategy going in was to play kind of a mid-range game and to pepper with shots, with sword shots. I wasn't able to do that. I found my arm getting fatigued really quickly with this different sword. But again, you know, that doesn't take any away from the fact that Cyrus had a similar weapon. He did a great job, and I needed to adapt better. So here's the fight footage. I'm wearing a cowboy hat because this is, well, not a cowboy hat, a straw hat. It's the closest I have to a cowboy hat to kind of pay homage to all my friends down in Texas down there. This is back a hat when I used to do a lot of farming and riding around on tractors and stuff like that. So I guess that's kind of something that, I don't know, is kind of farm life. But I also brought my actual Texas hat. So this is the Slow Bones barbecue. So the other great thing about going to Texas, I got to eat a lot of great barbecue. In the couple days that I was there, I got recommendations from the WARLORD guys and girls, and they gave me 3 great places to go, and we managed to hit one every day. So Slow Bones was the last one. I got this cool hat. It's even got the little Texas flag on the back, if you can see it there. So being a northerner, we have good barbecue here. People say we don't, but we do. But it's not nearly as prevalent as down south, and they're not such cool little like shack places you go in, get in line, get your food, and go out. So anyways, that's it. Like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Here's the fight. Hope you enjoy it. And if you have comments or thoughts on how I did or how I could have did better, let me know.
Wellington is our ref for tonight.
If you notice, there are 3 counters to make sure that points are accurate. Here we go, guys.
All right. Cyrus is using those long arms in that range. Chuck is trying to close. Oh, Cyrus went for that low shot, opened up to the shield punch. Cyrus does a light knee to the chest.
Yeah.
Cyrus is wearing the red sash and Chuck is wearing the blue.
I fully expect in this first round we're going to see a lot of feeling out from both these fighters and see what the other guy's capable of. Not a whole lot of dedication to this grappling, I think.
All right. Chuck throwing a couple of headbutts in there. They're going to wrap up on the rail. Cyrus with some...
Yeah, those are good knees. Something to note, if you get any type of block on a strike, it's generally not counted.
Yep. Cyrus is trying to pull Chuck off the rail, but Chuck is just too big.
Yeah, if I was Cyrus, I would not be dedicating to a huge grapple at this point in time. I think you got to wear down your opponent a little bit and then take him in the second or third. So a really interesting part about these knees in the corner is that if you can actually block with your shin.
Yeah, as long as he catches a piece of it with his leg,
yeah,
or a shield or anything, the knee does not count.
Right.
So knees only count to the torso and head.
Yeah, it looks like Chuck blocked that knee with his elbow. It may not be counted. Ooh, good sword strike in the
The
clinch.
boys need to pace this grappling.
That click-clack was the last 25 seconds of the match.
Uh-oh. Whoa, we got a helmet slip off.
He will get some extra time to repair his equipment. I don't believe that is worth any extra points for Cyrus.
I don't think there's an extra point for a foot play, no.
So far, just by looking at these changes, I feel like the match is pretty even still. Definitely not a 20-point points disparage.
No, I don't think the point spread is going to be too terribly huge. Cyrus kind of dominated him in the corner. Got a bunch of points racked up with his knees when Chuck wasn't able to respond.
Yeah. Something to note, ladies and gentlemen, is that if there's not at least a 20-point difference between the two a 20% difference in total points between both fighters, the round is considered a draw.
Yep. So that one's going to be, in my opinion, should be fairly close to a draw, but Cyrus may still come out on top. Just because Cyrus had Chuck pinned so long in the corner, and Chuck was unable to respond with anything for such a significant portion of the fight.
Yeah.
So that's Ringo cornering for Chuck there. They're trying to get the helmet fixed. They're going to give them as much time as they possibly can to get that fixed.
Okay. Okay. So apparently Chuck's helmet failed right as the round ended, so he's getting a little bit of extra time to fix his helmet. And if he runs out of time when the round starts, he'll probably have an additional amount of time to fix his helmet. I believe it's just 1 minute.
All right, looks like we're looking for 90 seconds between rounds. We just got word from the ref that what they're looking for between rounds is 90 seconds. It looks like Chuck's got his helmet back on. So, okay, so there's no armor repair. Okay.
Oh, we just found out from the referees he doesn't
just
actually get any additional time to repair his helmet. He only gets the normal 90-second rest time between the rounds.
Because his helmet failed at the end of the round.
Right.
So.
Which he looks like he's pretty solid, so he should be fine.
I'm loving the red check paint scheme on Chuck's helm. That's looking good.
Yeah, it's very stylized. It's almost got that candy cane look to it.
I wonder if he might have used some Dicam on that.
Chuck's got his helmet repaired. Cyrus looks pretty all right.
All right. I expect Chuck to try to play more at range this time.
Well, I think
because
Cyrus
he does not want to get trapped in the grapple in the corner again.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to close range on Cyrus. Going to grapple. Oh, needed the groin.
Cyrus led that with a really nice shield punch. He's unable to move.
Nice.
They go down together.
Nice. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
Chuck's got the reversal. Chuck's got to get into a dominant position.
Chuck's got a dominant position, but he's just headbutting him, which...
Yeah, I don't know if those would be considered significant or not. And the referee broke him up. Ladies and gentlemen at home, the fighters, once they go to the ground and the dominant position has been established, they have 10 seconds before the referee stands them back up.
All right. So Cyrus is going to get the throw. Chuck got the dominant position, but he didn't get out of that, I don't think.
So yeah, Cyrus did initiate that throw. Unfortunately, he did not land in a dominant position, and actually Chuck might have got points for that.
I'm not sure how that works out.
All that matters, it doesn't matter who starts the throw. What matters is at the end of the throw, who is in a more dominant position.
Who's in a more dominant position?
And it looks like Chuck reversed it. He's going over.
Oh,
Shit.
That was a big takedown. Body on
Cyrus
body.
get that knee down. He's got knee down, and he's landing bombs.
Oh, Cyrus in the dominant position. Stand up.
He's at 8 points, 10 points. Yeah, all those strikes Cyrus just scored were double points. That was huge for him. He also got the 3 points for initiating the takedown and landing in a dominant position.
All right. Chuck is looking pretty winded.
Yeah, it looks good.
Comes up with a kick.
Looks like Cyrus might have got hit in the cup.
All right, we got a 30-second warning from the line judge. All right. Good round.
Indeed.
I think Cyrus dominated the third round.
Yeah, that might be kind of close, but I think Cyrus scored enough points in that last takedown that is pretty significant.
And there's no question in my mind that Cyrus took that round.
Yeah.
That last takedown was so dominant, stand-up position. I mean, even if he landed half the blows that he threw, with shield punch and sword strike, he's got that round, no problem. So sword strike or strikes on to a down fighter are worth 2 points.
Correct. If you're in a dominant position.
If you're in a dominant, so. All right. So I look for Cyrus to be trying to find that same outside trip.
Yeah.
And throw this next round. I bet he's going to try to throw it every time they come in the grapple range.
Yeah, it actually looks really nice.
Chuck is leaving it wide open for him.
That first exchange, Cyrus tried to throw Sasai, which is the same side pulling trip. Yeah. And we worked that a lot, and it really couples really nicely into a Sotogari, which is the crossing leg reap.
Yep.
So basically set up to go to Sasai, they overcommit, you come back through and do a Sotogari, and that looked like that setup worked pretty well for Cyrus in that second exchange.
Yep. Well, Cyrus figured he's not quite big enough to pull the Sasai. He can't get Chuck moving
Chuck's
forward
very
enough.
Stable on
but
his feet.
when Chuck starts pulling back, it sets him up for the Sotogari. And if you'll watch, I'm going to look for him to try to hit the Sasai right in the Sotogari time and time again this next round.
It looked like he definitely had difficulties with that because Chuck's is so stable.
Chuck is incredibly solid on his feet.
Yeah.
Fighter. He's also significantly heavier than Cyrus.
Yeah, that's true. All right, third round. Let's see how it goes.
Third round. Now, Chuck is going to reach deep into his gas tank for this round.
He's got good composure, good posture. I think he'll be all right. That's a nice inside slot.
All right. Fighters feeling each other out for this round. Cyrus is looking to strike to get into the range.
Oh, yeah, they both super low. Oh, nice. That's a nice little combo Cyrus got. Cyrus getting a little heavy on his feet, not retreating super well. Oh, they both missed.
They are both trying to play the range game.
Oh, it's a good setup.
That was a big shield punch from Cyrus.
That's good.
Chuck responds.
Yeah, I expected him to take the position once he got into range.
As you both see this third round, both fighters are getting tired. Their guard is beginning to drop.
Chuck is doing a really good job of countering anytime Cyrus comes in with something that's how it really set up.
Chuck's sword side hip is open for Cyrus every pass.
Cyrus scoring some good combos.
And that's because Chuck is fighting with a left-handed shield, and he's not getting that sword down there to block that hit.
Yeah. They're both starting to look a little weathered. Chuck's composure is significantly better.
Yep.
It looks like the strap on Cyrus's shield might be loose. It's really hampering his shield punching ability.
Chucky's got him pinned against the rail. Cyrus with big leg kicks. Big kicks from Cyrus.
Oh, the lanyard on Cyrus' sword just came off.
So we're gonna pause for an equipment failure.
Yeah.
So So he's lost the lanyard on his sword. They're going to reattach that. HMV Pro Fight rules require weapons to be tethered to the fighter.
Yeah, this actually might be a little bit of a benefit for Cyrus, unfortunately, because you get a little bit of rest time. They got 15 seconds left in the match.
15 seconds. They're both going to come out gun swinging. I expect to go go to grapple real quick.
Yeah, I have a feeling this might go into a 4th round. We'll see how it goes. There's the bell, everyone.
All right, we just got the 10-second warning from the line judge.
Gotta score some points.
Spark on the sword.
Gotta score some points.
Right. Excellent last push from them. All right, and now we wait for the judge's decision.
Well, they might have a 4th. We'll see how. Let's see what happens.
I don't know, that last round. Right, so that last round, Cyrus threw more strikes, but I think Chuck was able to stuff a significant portion of them.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not sure there's a 20% point disparage.
I don't know.
Cyrus is landing some really good combos, but Chuck's pressure was consistent throughout the entire match.
Yeah.
Well, the entire round.
Definitely the entire round. So we may look. I mean, this decision is going to be close one way or the other.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. It looks like the judges.
All right.
Have reached a decision.
As we wait for the judges with bated breath, a hush falls over the crowd. All right, looks like the judges have delivered their.
Okay, the referee's called the fighters to center. There will not be a 4th round.
And it goes to Cyrus. Cyrus takes that round. I guarantee you that was an incredibly close call from the judges.
That's a very good fight.
So that was
curious
a very, very
to look at the
close
points
fight.
breakdown and see what it looked like in between on each individual round.
Yeah, I think other than the domination of the second round by Cyrus, the first and third rounds were very evenly matched.